on the play with Shredder and a little protection. No problem with that. Mountain, Kumano. Well, we're probably not going to slam the Shredder here. That's not a bad draw. No play with fire. Because I don't want... It's just immediately die to Lightning Strike. But there's the adversary. Well, it's going to come in with that already. So unfortunately, we cannot stop it. And we eat 3 this turn. Is it worth a scry to lose 1 more life here? This coming turn, we're going to play Shredder and deploy a land. I don't think so. Delver, interesting. Here comes the Shredder. And I think we just hang back and hold protection here. They flip the Kumano. Looks like they might go for a Lightning Strike right now. That's pretty good for us. We have the shore up for it. They only have 1 mana open for Play with Fire. So Shredder should survive this turn. Okay. No attacks at all. Well, can't complain too much about that. We can go Jin plus Delver, double spell this turn. I like that a lot. We have enough blue for everything. Could also pick off the Kumano, but you don't have to do that. Here comes the Jin. Could double spell and play with fire the Kumano, but we're not scared about that right now, so let's just play out the Delver here. Double spell, get the Shredder going. Yeah, man, it's nice to drop off 1 of these just so we dodge Lightning Strike, even though I don't want the land. Okay, no attacks. We're going to hold back. We could trade off the Shredder if we had to this turn. We are down to 14 life, so we need to be a little bit defensive. See if we get a Raiju to the face here. Hammer hand. Okay. Attack with everyone. If we had to lose someone, I think we'd lose the Jin, because the Shredder can get bigger every turn. I think just take 4 from the adversary. That's fine with me. Yep, they play with fire there. We trigger the Shredder. Let's drop off a land at this point. Down to 10. Decline. Drop the infantry. Do we want to double spell now? Not really. I think we want to block with the Shredder this turn, potentially. Probably not going to block with the Delver. We can go like this. And here. Land. They are at 5 lands. It's a lot for mono red. We drop a Shivan Devastator for X equals 4. That's not ideal. It's not awful either. We could trade the infantry for the adversary. I think we try to take out the adversary here. Trade like this. Eat 4. Drop down to 5 life. Decline. How big are you? You're only a 3/4. But you're better than nothing. Probably not blocking with you, though we might have to. Looks like we are double blocking the Devastator this turn. If we can. Yep. Take this double block, see if they have the ability to blow us out. They require 2 removal spells in hand. Alright, they take out the Jin, leave the Shredder. They play Radha's Firebrand, okay. They play with fire on the Delver. Drop off an island. Backup Jin's pretty good. Certainly better than nothing. No attacks. We have to make sure we can trade with the Firebrand. If they go Hammerhand here, I guess they just win. Adversary. Yikes. All right. What do we get back here? I think just play with fire. Oh, they have lightning strike down there. Okay. Where's it going? It's going to the Jin. Shredder's up to a 3-5. Attack with both. I think we're more scared of the Firebrand. I think we trade like that. Well. Is it time to turn the corner? Probably chump block a Raiju. We got to get in there at some point. And they scoop. Oh, boy. All right. That was a close one. Not too shabby. I want to go first, though. Start with a Swamp and an Evolved Sleeper. All right. So do we want to consider this turn just to get the Jin bigger in time? I think that's fine. That means we won't have Lightning Strike ready on 2. But I think that's okay. Second land. Let's see if they want to evolve it or not. They do, okay. Drop to 18. Got a Concealing Curtains. All right. Delver. Delver's interesting. We just want to drop the Shredder this turn. Unprotected into Liliana is not amazing. But I don't know if this is what we want. I think we need protection spells here. I think we ban you for now. Lands, okay. Back up Delver anyway. I guess we just drop... And we don't have to drop the Shredder here. We can hold the Lightning Strike. And probably use it on the Sleeper. I like that better than just dropping a creature straight into Liliana. Which does not tend to feel very good. Alright, they want to level you up now. I think we take out the Sleeper while we can. That's kind of what we wanted to do anyway. Opponent gets a peek at this hand. They take the Jin. I wonder if that means they don't have Liliana. And we eat 3 from the Revealing Eye. Well, we could go Shredder plus Delver this turn. I don't hate that. Shredder first. Delver comes down, trigger the Shredder. Play with Fire not doing a whole lot here. I think we can drop that one off. Field of Ruin, okay. No blocks here. Take 3 more. Yeah, being on the draw does not feel the same. And they use a Cut Down on the Delver, okay. And they play out another Sleeper. They do double spell for us, which is nice. What do we want to do this turn? Could go Anger. We could probably want to drop the second Shredder. Could go Shredder plus Infantry this turn. Maybe drop off the Delver for now. They evolve you, okay. More land is good. It's kind of tempting to play Otawara. Or to not play Otawara, rather. We start here. And we get you going. That's fine to drop off. I think that's also fine to drop off. It's doing pretty well against them, though. Maybe it's you instead. How are we doing on blockers? I think we're okay. I think we hang back again here. The attack all. I think we can take this block here. The Infernal Grasp 1. They still don't kill the other Shredder, so it's not that bad. And then eat 2 from the Sleeper. I think that's fine. Other than that, we could also put the 4/6 against the Evolved Sleeper. That's also acceptable. Okay. They minus the Massacre. We still keep one of the Shredders. They do. All right. Well, they're out of resources. We have 1 Shredder left. 2 cards in hand. That's not bad. We can double spell. So let's do it. Shredder comes first. Jin comes second. It is a 5/4. Let's see how big we can make these guys. All right. Automatically discarded. All right, we're finally ready to start turning the corner. It's an underdog. Okay. Doesn't block any of our flyers. And a land. That's it. I think we're pressing hard this turn. And we have the removal spell, too. It's not quite lethal. I don't think we take out the underdog. We go ahead and do you now. Don't need you. That makes the Jin a little bit bigger before combat. Get in there with our flyers. Alright. They kind of need to top deck another Massacre for -4. They failed to ruin the Pain Land. Probably should have taken the Storm Carved Coast. Just out of habit, I do that. Oh my god. I did not. That was so dumb. Do not do that out of habit. It's not actually help. That was funny. Okay. Alright. It's a hasty underdog. They get him for 6, but it's not enough. Drop to 2. There's no top deck that gets there. Whew. That was much closer than it needed to be. Oh my god. For a second, I was like, oh no, that Pain Land is going to cost me the game. Yikes. On the draw, but otherwise not bad at all. On the Plains Life. Do we want to consider this turn? I guess let's see who they are first. Green, okay. Alright, the green enchantments. So if the green enchantments, what does that mean for us? We want to hit removal as soon as possible. So I think this is fine. And they're not going to have a whole lot of removal in their deck, so we can just deploy things as they come. Let's take a consider now. That's not removal, so I think we bin that. Get a backup anyway. Wait, I did bin it, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. So you also have double blue. Yeah, we could play the Delver here. Either protect it or consider again. I'm fine with that. And here. Third land on the play by the opponent. Let's see if they have removal. It's an Agganjo turn. We don't have counter magic, but it's still a little bit slow. So I'm not crazy afraid of that. Get their planes. Wonder if they risk an attack. Could be worried about some combat trick. Zeus's Many Journeys. Okay, extra land this turn. Interesting. Well, maybe they're not the typical enchantments deck. Alright, they do take their free attack. We are not going to trade our Delver for it. I think we take the draw here instead. Shredder is okay. Are they going to have removal in this deck is the question. I think we just slam a Ruth. I think we want a Ruth and draw removal spells. So we might bin you too. Alright, more lands. No blocks. Decline. Okay. And we could also double spell and go Shredder plus Delver. I think we'd like answers to things soon. Man, if a Ruth sticks, we're just in such a good position. Now, let's try to get a Ruth to stick next turn. Let's go Shredder this turn, unprotected, and the Delver. Get the Shredder going. I think we like everyone except for the land here. I don't need the Shredder to be massive right now. If I was going to drop something off, it'd be the Jin, but Jin's not bad either. Okay, they get back another Naturalist. Enchantments are going to be super cheap now. And they have Hallowed Haunting. So that's a massive issue for us. And they get their first trigger already. How big do we need the Shredder to be? I think we could drop the Jin this turn. Just to make the Shredders bigger. Okay. Decline. Decline. We do not flip. It's a Ruth against the world. I guess we can attack here because we have a Ruth to block the Naturalist. Let's get in for 2 points of flying damage. Alright, and next turn we need a Ruth to go nuts. They take a draw. They flip everyone. Everyone's flipping. I got a 3-3. I got a 3-4. All sorts of fun stuff. And they play another Azusa. Did they hit their critical mass yet? They did. Everyone's got flying. So that's fun. Okay. Now we actually hope they attack here, because we can shore up the ledger. Untap it, yeah. So, pop you back up. Take out one of these guys. That's important, actually. All right. Damn. Decline. Okay. Not it. Wow, we really would need something a little more impressive than that. But we'll play it all out here. They probably will get flying again. We can block one of them with the Djinn. They're at 29 life. We're at 13. Maybe it's not even valuable to attack. Maybe we just hold back no matter what. I think that's okay. If they hit land here, right, at some point, a Ruth will turn the corner. We will draw more cards than they can possibly handle per turn. But it kind of depends. They flip one of these Zeus's. They gain a bunch of life. I just need them to take one turn off. Just hit land. Don't kill my Ruth, please. I would love to see her pop off. Come on. Just let it go. No. All right, take the Djinn. Come on. Don't take a Ruth. Don't take a Ruth. Don't do it. Oh, they take the Djinn. I wonder if they have lethal here. They have a lot of damage coming through. Yikes. All right. Well, nearly lethal. 8, 11, 12, 13, 14. It is, in fact, lethal, so we have to block here. So we might as well block there. 11 damage. Yeah, we need, man, one turn. If they didn't top deck Borrowed Time, we'd be in a significantly better position. Reveal. Reveal. That is not enough, though. We have to shut down the flying, but even so, I think it's too late for all this stuff. Yeah, just needed one more turn. Guess we take out you. It doesn't really matter. They have enough mana anyway. We do not get to the double spell. No attacks. I think we just lose no matter what, right? Even if we cycle Soken's in, go block, 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 we just cannot. We can't handle it. If they hadn't top deck Borrowed Time, it would have been fun to see a Ruth pop off, but not this game. On the play, baby. Let's do it. I guess we were going to play you tapped, so he can infantry on 2. One on that white. Yeah, let's drop one of these. We got the backup anyway. Could have a spicy next turn, although we don't have double red. Oh, goodness. What is this? Is that Thalia? It's a fancy Thalia art. I do dig it. Well, that's pretty bad for us. Bad enough to play with fire or lightning strike? Yeah, probably bad enough to play with fire here. We're going to save lightning strike for a bigger creature. Alright. Pop him for 2. It's unlikely Spell Pierce will have any role this game. Hopefully we can discard it. Brutal Cathar, yep, takes our creature. We're still bottlenecked on red. So, I mean, we could play the infantry this turn and lightning strike next turn. That's fine with me. Get a little more value out of the infantry counters. 4th land. Next Cathar. Okay, fine. And whack us for 2. Djinn. How big are you? You're only a 1/4. It's more efficient to deploy you now. We are bottlenecked on red, though. Yeah, we can try dropping the Djinn now. Lightning Strike is cheap. Do want to play around Valorous Stance. I think I'm okay with that. Alright. We get the infantry back, which is nice. Solves the bottleneck on red. Lightning Strike 1 cheaper through the Djinn's effect. And we get a Paragon. They don't have any 1-drops, but we're about to see some real issues soon. Okay, we fixed the red problem. But at what cost? Well, that makes the Djinn big enough to bash through. And then we just have to deal with a Cathar next turn. Okay. Not it. Not it at all. And we're about to lose the Jin. So I guess it's just like that. That's sad. What's even worse is if we use any removal we top deck here, we're tempted to pick off the Cathar, which doesn't deal with the Paragon, and if we kill the other Cathar, they still bring it back with the Paragon, so we are not in a great place here. Flooded out a little bit too much in our 22 land deck. Peacekeeper, oh, they're gonna have a fun time. Like, take the card that has no targets, or take the 6th land drop in our aggro deck. They choose Spell Pierce. Well, down to 15. Just a little bit late for the Shredder. Suppose we can hold the land to discard at some point. But it's not looking good, folks. They play out Thalia. And the Initiate. Drop the Spell Pierce for sure. Don't need that anymore. Hotshot Mechanic. Goodness gracious. Well, we can actually... Oh no, we can't eat the Paragon. We can eat the Peacekeeper. I guess what we can do is, doesn't really matter where we put this guy, because you're going to be 3-4 no matter what. So, this is fine. And you're happy to block here, and you can take this guy. Lots of islands, very fun. We are on the defensive here, so no attacks. And here, flip to Nightside, and if they double spell, which should be exceedingly easy given that they have cards to play out of the graveyard plus top decks, then they flip back and take every single thing we have. Do it. Take, please, play the Peacekeeper, name our last island. Are you even allowed to name? Oh, they attack first. Why? Because they want to double spell. That's interesting. What if they're just lands? Well, we don't have to kill anything. So we can actually block here without killing anyone, which is interesting. And take 2. Are these really lands? Why else would they do that? Okay, single spell. Can you double spell or not? Maybe they just really would prefer to get the value off the Paragon while they can. Take a look at our... Let's see. Any card name. All right. I hope they name Island. They pick the Jin. All right. They're playing a win, even though they clearly have... And they have the double spell anyway. Well, they're going to flip back, so none of this actually matters. So we have to draw... We have to pretend we have Burn Down the House in the deck, and then draw it, and then play it. We need Wish. Yeah. You're good. You got it, man. You got it. On the play, let's go. Do you want to consider on 1? I think it's fine to. We'll hold it open. What is Gamer X up to? White. White Initiate. Yeah, we can consider here. We're looking for protection. Delver's okay. We probably want to hold Lightning Strike this turn, though. Let's look for protection against Brutal Cathar. That's what I most want. More land, okay. And another Jin, alright. Well, we'll play you out. Hold Lightning Strike here. We probably won't pick off the Initiate. We might not even cast anything this turn. Adversary, alright. Yeah, we'll take you out. Yeah, I think we'll just pick you off now. They don't grow the Initiate. Take 1 down to 19. To play a Ruth into the Cathar? I don't know. I think we try to bait out the first, should play at the coast there. I think we bait out the first, Cathar, and then try to drop a Ruth after. Do you have it, opponent? It's a Cav. I haven't seen a Cav and a Blue Moon. Well, take this block for free. Eat 2 damage. Down to 15. Play out a land and drop in a Ruth here. And see if we can pop off next turn. That's the plan. That's the hope, at least. Land. Is it Raiju? Do we have to block? It's a Stormseeker. It's a lot of damage, but at least we'll get 1 turn of a Ruth, it looks like. Okay. Everyone's all trained up. I really don't want to sacrifice a Ruth here. We're willing to take 6, drop to 9 on the off chance that they have Play with Fire. I don't think our current hand does it. I think Ruth has to survive. So we take 6. And there does appear to be stick here, I think. So I think they do have the Play with Fire. Down to 9. Play with Fire or not? Looks like yes. All right. So we keep a Ruth, and now we see if we can get back in the game. Survey is not enough. It's not enough. Jin's pretty big, though. Have to play it this turn, sadly. So I guess it's Jin and just Play with Fire to the face. Unfortunately, that's all we can do. Spell Pierce is not where you want to be right now. And no attacks. We're down to 9. We do have a 3-4, which does block well. Oh, no. All right, they play back. Play with Fire to the face. They could go a Ruth if they just want to make her blocks really awkward. Down to 7. Scry. We're in a very tough position. Okay. In fact, we're almost dead. We take you. And if we do this, we take 6. Which I guess is what we do here. 2-1. And that is not the draw that gets us there. Technically, we're still alive here. But I don't know, man. Anything off the top of the Stormseeker is lethal. Any creature at all and any spell is basically lethal because they're all burn spells. So these have to be 2 lands for us to not die immediately. Or they can think we have something, but we don't. Okay, they move to combat. That's a good sign, although I'm still extremely skeptical. We also have to block with a Ruth this turn, so see how it goes. All right, they attack all. I kind of want to trade with the Stormseeker, honestly. It's almost a bigger issue, given our precarious position. I guess Lightning Strike can take you out, though. Lightning Strike can also take the adversary. I think we go like this. Oh, we can't, because we have to keep a Ruth. So it's got to be like this, actually. All right, well, that's a lot of time if they just have lethal anyway. We'll see. What else is in this hand, man? What do you got? They eye the mountain. That was a lot of drama for that, man. You probably could have just done that. Like, what am I going to do? Spell Pierce with all your mana open? Come on. Welcome to the post-game deck tech. IZZET aggro a lot better in this iteration than the last one I ran, which was fun. I had some good games today. The differences are that last time I was running things like Battlewing Mystic, just try to get more cheap creatures in there. Took all those guys out. This is not a good card. It's an okay card, but it's just not at the power level it needs to be to compete with everything else. And instead, we popped in some Jins and a Ruth. And man, I love a Ruth. I don't know if I got to see her pop off successfully once today, but I know she can. I know she has potential. And that was a lot of fun. I do think I'd make a couple more tweaks to what I had here today. If you're going to run a Ruth, which I like a lot, you don't really want to run counter spells because you exile them on your turn. You can only play them that turn, so they're somewhat dead. So I'd probably drop 2 Spell Pierces and instead put in Fading Hope. I did not like Fading Hope as much when I only had this earlier core package, because bouncing your own Delver after it flips, bouncing your Ledger or Infantry when they have tokens on it is really bad because you just lost all the tempo you worked so hard to gain. So that's not good, but it's a little more applicable to this deck now because we have things like the Jin and a Ruth, which are okay to be bounced. You can redeploy them without losing any value off of them. So, at least it's more synergistic that way. And then again, I like the Ruth so much, I'd try to fit in one more copy of her. I think the most cuttable card here is the Ancestral Anger. It's just a cantrip, basically, which fuels things. So I'd probably go -1 Ancestral Anger and +1 a Ruth. And you are running 22 lands, so I think you can get away with having 7 3-drops. The worst card in the deck is still the Infantry. I was able to cut all the Mystics, but I didn't cut the Infantry. Ideally, you have 4 more copies of Lightning Strike there. I think that'd be a much better deck. So I don't know, maybe there's something you can fit in there. March is so good. I don't know where to fit in the deck, but this card is amazing. So, I don't know. This is what I got, though. This is what I got for you. If you enjoyed today's video, then hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment. I'm Dr. Ruckus, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.